Contrarians, welcome back to the Encrypted Capital Recap for Thursday, October 27th. First off, let's dive into the leaderboard here. We got Dogecoin up about 7.7%. Atom, Uniswap, Scale, Dragon all up about 4 or 5%. So it looks like crypto is starting to move a little bit to the upside here, as mentioned in our video yesterday. We got Bitcoin trading at about $20,662. So it looks like it's starting to move a little bit off of what we assume is going to be a bottom coming in here. Been seeing a lot more positive news for the crypto space in just the last week or so. Not only crypto, but also NFTs. So I found that the reason for this Doge or doggy coin pump, I will always call it doggy coin, dog shit coin. Yeah, you're looking at about a 40% move since the 13th. Not too bad. Actually, more than that. Okay, so 47% in this asset. I've always stayed far away from this asset just because I don't like it, is the main reason. The big thing with Elon coming out, they're calling it Doge or Doggy Day. So it's a doggy day as Elon Musk, close to completing Twitter deal. So this guy's pretty much been moving markets at will whenever it comes to Doge and Bitcoin. He is a market maker. Don't think that he doesn't know what he's doing. Don't think that he's not making money on the way up and on the way down. Okay, if you've been in these markets for any length of time, this guy wants to go ahead and say, "Oh, well, I actually do myself a disservice by talking negatively about a crypto." No, you don't, dude. No, you don't, because you can make money on the way down. It's called shorting. Everybody knows that, so stop being a dick. Also, Dogecoin price jumps 40% on Elon Musk Twitter's crypto wallet rumors. Is another reason for the move in Dogecoin. Like I said, this stuff is very, very well orchestrated, very, very well timed out and planned. I mean, go ahead and watch. I did a video on the 7 stages of a pump. You guys can go find that. Just go search our videos and type in the number 7. It'll come up. You'll see my deep dive on how a pump works. It's actually a reference to the God PDF, also called The Game of Deception, where a gentleman who is a pump artist, if you will, breaks down exactly how it's done and how they utilize mainstream news to manipulate price in whichever way they choose, thus exiting at peak hype and leaving average Joes holding the bag. Very, very good video, if I do say so myself. Now, also found this article from ARK's Kathy Wood. If you guys have ever noticed, I've seen this as like a common trend in articles coming out in some of these bigger publications here. ARK's Kathy Wood bought 100K worth of Bitcoin years ago at $250 and has never sold it. I've seen this never selling Bitcoin multiple times throughout the last cycle. We heard that Tesla was not going to sell. We heard Elon was not going to sell. We heard that, now, Kathy Wood is not going to sell. And I just have one thing to say, because she bought all this Bitcoin at $250. It went up to $70,000, okay? Almost $70,000. And she never sold it? Really? Really? Somebody who's running a crypto firm that invests and gives out calls in what they think is going to happen with equities and crypto, and you made how much money? I think it was $7 million, $7.6 million on 100K. You didn't pull anything. You never sold it. Never. All your friends in the space, all these high-level hedge fund managers, they didn't tell you what the plan was, where the exit was, where to get off at? No one told you that? Really? Highly, highly doubt that. Think we're a fool? No. You made $7.6 million on a $100,000 bet and you didn't take anything? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, right. Sorry, I have a strong distrust for these high-level fund managers that are constantly in the public eye, spewing out their predictions. It's just, I don't trust you. I just don't. I don't. It's the contrarian in me, I guess. I don't know. I find a hard time believing that. Now, the UK has a new name for stablecoins, which I thought was hilarious, and a new bill to regulate crypto. So the new name they've came up with is called DSA, Digital Settlement Assets. How clever. The bill builds upon existing measures to broaden regulations of stablecoins. It mentions digital settlement assets as a new term, moving away from the use of crypto assets. According to the UK government, crypto assets use some form of DLT, which is a distributed ledger technology, whereas DSA includes stablecoins, given their potential to develop into a widespread means of payment. Okay, stablecoins are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. As mentioned yesterday and many times before, USD coin was funded by Goldman Sachs. Biggest bank on Wall Street's in the game. Been in the game since like 2015, and that's what we know about. To make those types of large investments, they would have had to have been getting pitched on it at least a year or two prior, most likely. So that would put Goldman Sachs in the game since like 2013, 2014, and that's just what they're letting you know about. Not to mention the R3 quarter blockchain, XDC, which we're going to be getting into here at the end of the video. A little bit more on the XDC front coming up. Now, we also have Bitcoin steady after US GDP report. Deepak Chopra on mental health and well-being in the metaverse. Okay, I don't care about your mental health or well-being. You want mental health, go to the gym. Now, it says, while the metaverse has not yet helped Facebook parent Meta, which missed Q3 revenue estimates for its Facebook Reality Labs division, Chopra sees a great potential for well-being in the virtual world. It says that the U.S. GDP expands 2.6% in the third quarter, faster than expected. So Bitcoin is liking that news. Also, talked about Reddit NFTs. Reddit NFTs have dominated conversation in cryptocurrency markets this week after they generated 2.5 millis in daily trade volume and prompted 3 million people to sign up for NFT wallets on the social media platform. Coinbase said in a report Wednesday. Coinbase stock has also been doing very, very well. I actually kind of want to go see where they're at right now. But as you know, lots of positive news coming out for NFTs. We got XRP Ledger allowing NFTs on the platform soon. Let's get rid of this. So Coinbase is at $75, but let's see, back in May, June. I mean, May was the low here. $40. Just think. Coinbase IPO'd and did what? Fell immediately on its face. Just literally at the very top of the bull market. Talk about a rug pull, if I've ever seen one. Massive. I mean, just look at that. Falling from roughly 400 and change all the way down to 30 something dollars. Epic. Imagine having a short on that. Jesus, 10x gain the other way. Absolutely crazy. So now it appears that Coinbase is bottom. Now you're up almost 100% from the lows. Most of these pumps, we tend to see 100% gain come in, so 70%. So let's just say the stock acted accordingly, puts you up somewhere around $88, $90 potentially. We'll see if that comes to fruition, but Coinbase looking really good. Wouldn't surprise me if they finish the year very strong. It's kind of like they're setting us up with this good data coming out, Bitcoin remaining steady. Maybe they'll throw out a few more altcoins, have some crazy pumps, and have some crazy gains. Now, what else do we have here? Go back to my articles here. Oh, I also wanted to point out, I almost forgot. So we're talking about Cathie Wood at the end of that article. I want to talk about just how narratives can be thrown out. So if you guys don't remember Grayscale, one of the biggest funds, crypto funds, which is owned by CoinDesk, which is the parent company, Digital Currency Group. That's Barry Shilbert He's actually named Silbert, but we call him Shilbert just because he shills mad projects. One of the earliest investors in Bitcoin. When you're running a site like CoinDesk, you're gonna be having a lot of pull. Okay, you're one of the biggest crypto websites in the world, and you also own a fund. So just think about how you can manipulate the narrative however you'd like. You know, definitely some things to keep in mind when you're taking in this information. Okay, there's a lot of big players in the space, and a lot of people don't know how they're all interconnected unless you do your research. So got into the Reddit NFTs. So like I said, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter all have NFT integrations, but those initiatives focus on showing off NFTs purchased from marketplaces, adding your favorite as a profile pic. I'm about to pull the trigger on my own NFT that I like. I've been speaking with some of the creators behind it and really digging this project. Going to be dropping that in the newsletter here in the coming days, possibly week or two. Really just depends. But yeah, I'm really stoked on this one particular project. What else we got here? A record 55,000 Bitcoin or over $1.1 billion was just withdrawn from Binance. Again, when we see that kind of outflow taking place, that's huge. That's very positive for crypto. That just means that people want to be storing and custodying their own Bitcoin versus leaving it on the exchanges, right? If people want to sell their Bitcoin, what are they going to do? They're going to send it to the exchanges. If people want to custody it and not sell it, they're going to keep it in their own wallet. If they're not going to sell it, why is that? Because they want the price to appreciate. If you have big whales like that moving money off of the exchanges, very positive for crypto. That's a lot of money. 55,000 Bitcoin, holy shit. Love to have that much. Now, found this article. Does the IMF have a vendetta against cryptocurrencies? Is the multilateral lending institution throttled useful DLT experiments in the developing world, or is it saving crypto from itself? I'm not sure either way. I don't think the IMF is really that hostile to crypto, but it says in May it reportedly pressured Argentina to curtail crypto trading as the price for an IMF loan extension, and also recently warned the Marshall Islands that raising a digital currency to the status of legal tender could raise risks of macroeconomic and financial stability as well as financial integrity. So in order to get a loan, they made them curtail crypto trading. Yeah, I could totally see that. But one thing I did want to point out, while the IMF may not be too stoked on cryptocurrencies, I know someone who is. And guess who that is? World Trade Organization. And guess what they're using? XDC, mentioned directly in their November 2020 blockchain and DLT and trade PDF. Okay, go ahead and take a look here. Written by Trade Finance Global and the World Trade Organization. Okay, these guys are some big players. Just look at the glossary here, going into distributed ledger technology, KYC projects, supply chain finance initiatives. It's actually pretty insane. Now, you can read the foreword. I maybe will link this PDF in the description below, but these are the gentlemen behind this PDF here. You have the Deputy Director General from the World Trade Organization, and then the Secretary General for the International Chamber of Commerce. This guy's ain't effing around here. We go ahead and do a quick search for XDC. What do we find? Trade Finex can be described as a hybrid blockchain and network of networks underpinned by XinFin Network's XDC protocol. Trade Finex connects multiple platforms by operating as a blockchain agnostic middleware. They are already live with agnostic integrations for MSME originators, connecting them with decentralized liquidity pools through the proprietary tokenization protocol for meeting MSME funding requirements. Okay, the World Trade Organization has XDC and XinFin Network on their radar. Okay, and just think, this was almost 2 full years ago now at this point. So if you guys are unaware, This kind of goes back to the R3 core to blockchain funded by 9 banks, HSBC, Royal Bank of Canada, UBS. The list goes on. Back in 2015, XDC will most likely be their smart contract token that they utilize, along with XRP, XLM, Algo. I've even seen like IOTA, and I want to say, I don't know, there's a couple others that I'm probably missing. Anyways, point being, banks know about XDC. World Trade Organization knows about XDC, Zinfin, and what they're trying to achieve. And if we go over here to the XDC chart, let's see where we at with XDC. Probably like a supreme discount, 3 cents. I believe it was once at like 18. Oh, hit it right on the button. 18, 19, 19.4 cents was the high. Absolute steal. If you guys want to go ahead and check this out, I mean, you're talking about an 83% discount at the lows, all the way down to 87% discount. Point being, buy as far away from the all-time highs as possible, and you will make money in this market. With that being said, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Encrypted Capital Recap. If you guys like what you heard, please drop us a like, comment, and subscribe. Sign up for the newsletter, support the channel. I'll catch you all in the next video.